Good evening. This is Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics and Statistics in Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jayati Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Just today we will discuss about the topic of arithmetic mean, and as all we know that arithmetic mean is an important part of the measure of central tendency, and it can be studied in the various subjects of statistics. So arithmetic mean can be defined simply as an average value of the data. So if we have some data, then its center value or the average value is called the arithmetic mean, and arithmetic mean is a very important part. It is a very important part of the subject, and it can be used in various places. Like if we have to find the average marks for a student in the result, then we can use the average marks can be given by the method of the arithmetic mean. And arithmetic mean can be just studied in three various stages, in three various different forms. First for the individual series, second for the discrete data and also known as the ungrouped data, and third is the group series, or also we know that here that is called the continuous series. So arithmetic mean just is a part of the measure of central tendency, and we all know that the measure of central tendency have the different parts also, like median and mode, and geometric mean, harmonic mean. So today's topic is the arithmetic mean. So now we can understand here this with the various examples also. So we can share with some slides there. First, here we can see the measure of central tendency, and measure of central tendency, as we know that it is that just measures the central value of the data, and it deals with the center value of the data. So it has some components like mean, median, and mode. So the part is here arithmetic mean, and arithmetic mean, as all we know that it is called the average of all the items in a series, and simply the formula for given for this arithmetic mean is the summation of the data, like xi, and divided by the total number of data n. So this method is called the arithmetic mean. This method is used to find the arithmetic mean. Like we can see the example there. If we have some data like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then the arithmetic mean is given by 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. That is the summation of the data and divided by number of data. So here we have the 5 data, and the summation of the data is given by 35. So the arithmetic mean is equal to 35 upon 5, and which is equal to 7. Now arithmetic mean can be divided into two parts. One is the simple arithmetic mean, and second is called the weighted arithmetic mean. Now the simple arithmetic mean can be calculated in three different series. These series are like the individual series, and the discrete series, and the continuous series. Discrete series is also known as ungrouped data, and continuous series is also known as the group data. So here we can find the simple arithmetic mean in the case of the individual series. We can use various methods to find arithmetic mean. like direct method can be used or the shortcut method can be used. One is also another method that is called the step deviation method, and these methods are useful to find arithmetic mean in different situations, in different cases. So in the direct method, when we use the individual series, then the mean is given by simply summation x upon n, means the sum of the data divided by total number of data. So total value of the items upon number of the items. And now we take an example to understand this. Suppose we have some data like pocket allowances of the 10 students. We are given that the 10 students data and the pocket allowances for these data like 15, 20, 30, 22, 25, 18, 40, 50, 55, 65. Then how can we find the arithmetic mean? The arithmetic mean in this series, in this case, is given by summation x upon n. That means the sum of data divided by number of data. So here we can see we are having the 10 data, and the total number of the sum of the data is given by 340. So the arithmetic mean is equal to 340 upon 10, so which is equal to 34. So this is the method, just we can say it is a direct method to find the arithmetic mean, while in the shortcut method we have a formula to find the method to find the arithmetic mean, and this is given by a plus summation d upon n, and where a is called the assumed mean while d is the deviation which is also equal to x minus a. X means the data and a is assumed mean, and n represents the total number of data. Now second, where we can use the arithmetic mean, we can find the arithmetic mean in discrete series, and in this case the arithmetic mean can be determined by again three different methods like direct method, shortcut method and the step deviation method. So in the three ways we can find the arithmetic mean for the discrete series, and it depends on the different conditions where which method is more useful. Like step deviation method and the shortcut method can be applied when the data are large, so means the large values in the data, then we can use the step deviation method and the shortcut method to reduce these data into smaller values. Like we can see the direct method. In direct method, the formula of the formula for the mean is given by summation fx upon summation f, and here we are given that one example there. So these are the wages of the workers like 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, and number of workers we are given that 4, 5, 3, 2 and 5. So in this case, if we have to find the arithmetic mean in the direct method, then we can use the formula m is equal to summation fi xi upon summation fi, that is summation fx upon summation f, and just we have to put the values of summation fx, which is you can see the example there, and it is coming there 560, and the total summation of frequency is coming there 19. So when we solve this, we will find the value 29.47, and it is the mean value, mean of the wages. In the similar way, one more example is given that in this part, and one is more example is given that for the arithmetic mean, where one theta x is unknown there, and we are given that the average value. So average value is given that 14. And in the data set we are having one data x which is unknown, so we have to find the value of x. So again we can use the formula there. The arithmetic mean is equal to summation of the Fixi divided by, just we are not given the frequencies here, so we can use only the formula arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observations divided by total number of observations, that is equal to like 216 plus x upon 14 and is equal to 17, and we can solve this equation, and just after solving this equation we can find the value of x, and that is coming 22. Next, in the shortcut method and in the step deviation method, we are having the formulas. We can see mean m is equal to a plus summation f into d upon summation f. This is the formula for the shortcut method, where d is called the deviation and it is equal to x minus a. And in the step deviation method, we have the formula of mean, that is equal to a plus summation f d upon summation f into c. So here d is called the deviation, like x minus a is assuming, and this formula can be used to find the arithmetic mean in the different when the values of the data are large values. So how can we proceed this method? So we are having some points like step 1, 2, 3. We are given that direct method, shortcut method, and the step deviation method. We are having the formula to find arithmetic mean by different methods in the continuous series. So this is the case of the continuous series. Again we have the same formula. Like we are having this example, and in this example we have to find the arithmetic mean of the marks in the statistics of students of class 11th. So like marks are given that in the class interval form, while the number of students are given that, and we have to find the mean. So mean is given by simply f into x, summation f into x upon summation f, and that is equal to 1265 upon 49 and divided by 1265 upon 49, so which is equal to 25.82. So we are given also that one example. In this example, this is the example of the discrete series where data x and f are given that, and we have to find the mean. So simply we can use the method of the shortcut method to find arithmetic mean, and in this case the formula is a plus summation f d upon summation f. So we are having the data x and f, and we have to make one column for d, and d means x minus a, and one column for f into d. So a can be taken any value from the data, and it is taken as 1000. So just we are having the values here, like d equal to x minus a, where a is taken as 1000, and then after taking d we have to calculate fd, and now just by taking summation of f and summation of fd, we have to use this formula a plus summation fd upon summation f. In the step deviation method for this example, again we are given that class interval and the frequency. So first we will find the mid value x, like the mid value of 100 and 150, 150 and 200, 200 and 250, and so on. Then we have to take some assuming like 275, and then we have to take d means x minus a. So that is equal to, just we will calculate in this way, and u is equal to x minus a upon h, that is d upon h, and then we have to take f into u as required in the formula. So just we can make this table, we can complete this table, and summation of f equal to 200, while summation f into u equal to minus 35. and then we have to put the values with this formula: a plus summation f into u upon summation f into h. H means the width of the class interval, which is 50, and then we have to solve this calculation. We have to make the calculation. So this is coming to 66.25, and the second type of mean is called the weighted arithmetic mean, and the formula x bar is given by summation wx upon summation w, and where w represents the corresponding weights of the data, of the respective data. And then we have to talk about the combined arithmetic mean. So suppose we have a series of more than 2 parts, then we can use the combined arithmetic mean, which is given by m1, 2 equal to m1 n1 plus n2 n2 for n1 plus n2, where n1 and n2 are the means of the two series of size 1, n1 and n2 respectively, and we can just expand this formula for the different parts of the series. If we have the n parts, then the formula is shown in this part. So here we are having this example where weight and the observations are given that, and we have to calculate w into x as required in the formula, and which is coming to 294 upon 294 as summation wx, and summation w is equal to 56, and then we can use the formula of summation wx upon summation w, and which is equal to 5.25. So this is a part of the arithmetic mean, which is a very important part of the measure of central tendency, and it is used in different subjects, and it is a very important part of the measure of central tendency, and it can be used in various parts for the study and for the research, and now different methods are shown in this part. So with this I conclude my today's lecture. Thank you.